So your morning process is pretty simple now. Scanner, news, volume, higher time frame, you get to your top 3 names. And that leads to the next question. What if you find like 10 names? Because on busy days, the problem isn't finding opportunity. The problem's finding the right opportunity. So here's how you narrow that list. On a busy day, more stocks may qualify than you can trade well. It's not a green light to watch everything. Your job is to cut the list down even further. And the best way to do that is to prioritize based on the patterns that you already understand, your playbook. If the stock's in play, but the setup isn't one you understand, pass or just come back to it later, right? A great name with the wrong setup for you is still not your trade. So you're going to choose the cleanest, higher time frame idea based on your playbook, and then you're going to choose the cleanest, higher time frame levels. Because clean levels and clear levels create cleaner if-then plans. After that, we're going to talk about our hot sectors and the relative strength names. For longs, we're going to favor the strong names in strong sectors. Is it a sector that you've heard about? Is it a sector that everyone's talking about? If it is, that's something you're going to favor. For shorts, you're going to favor weaker names in weak sectors. When you're looking around at the sectors, is it like nobody's paid attention to them in a while? Nobody cares? They're getting sold? That's when you look for the weaker names. Then you're going to watch only what you can actually watch. Beginners need to cap the active watch list at 3 names. Not 10, not 15. You got to get it down to 3. Because more names, especially early in the day, does not mean more opportunity. It often means less focus. And if a stock's not ready yet, you don't want to delete it. You just want to set an alert, right? Let the market tell you when it's time to re-engage with that stock, because your job is not to watch everything. Your job is to focus on the best things. Now, let's protect you from the mistakes that keep most beginners stuck. Here are the 6 biggest beginner mistakes. Mistake number 1 is trading a stock just because it's moving, right? Movement alone is never edge. The better question is, what's causing the movement? Are serious participants involved? If they're not, should you be involved? Mistake number 2, only trading SPY or Q or Tesla or Amazon. SPY and Q can be traded, but for most developing traders, individual stocks in play often show cleaner catalysts, cleaner volume expansion, and cleaner participation. Remember how we talked about with futures, you want to be trading on days when there's more participation in pre-market? Guess what? That's the simplest way to know that you're probably walking into a good situation. And when there's not as much pre-market, you have to be very careful because you might be walking into a really dangerous situation for your trading. That exact same pattern that works with a high volume pre-market day may fail miserably with a low volume day. Mistake number 3 is forcing trades after 11 a.m. in low volume names. We talked about that, right? Come back to the stocks that are really moving because so many stocks lose liquidity and direction in the middle of the day. If the stock's no longer in play and it doesn't match your playbook, just do other work. Work on Claude stuff. Go watch some of our other videos. Mistake number 4 is watching too many stocks. More charts often mean worse focus. And we have a trader sitting just over there who struggled with this exact problem today. They had 3 names that they were watching. And then they all of a sudden expanded their list to 6. 3 of those names had really, really good trades today. They were in one of those 3 because they were trying to watch 6 things at the same time. The minute they were calling out something that they thought maybe would be interesting was the exact moment that something that they knew they should have been watching was playing out. You have to earn the right to expand outside of those 3 names. The only way you earn the right to expand is by trading those 3 names well and trading them consistently. Mistake number 5 is ignoring the market context, because even a great stock in play trades better when the broad market or definitely the sector is supporting the move. You got to check the index, SPY, Q, IWM, right? You want to check the sector. You want to check the relative strength. And then number 6, confusing interest and interesting within play. And this might be the biggest one. A stock can be interesting, and it might even seem that it has interest from other participants,